Hello everyone and welcome back. So today we're going to prepare deviled eggs. We're going to make pimento cheese deviled eggs and they are delicious. They're absolutely perfect for a barbecue or to take to the beach or a picnic. They're just wonderful. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk to you about is how to make a perfect boiled egg, hard-boiled egg. As you see here, I already have some completely done. And they're really very easy. What you need to do is bring a pot of water to a boil. And there are different methods in how to make hard-boiled eggs. This happens to be the one that I use. I always take my eggs out and let them come to room temperature. That's kind of important if you want them to cook perfectly. So if you can leave them out for at least, I'd say 30 minutes to an hour, and even longer, it's fine. But bring them to room temperature, bring your water to a boil, then you want to put your eggs into the boiling water and let them cook. You want them to continue to boil, but not boil hard, for exactly 11 minutes. And then you remove them from the water and you put them in a bowl of ice water, and that stops the cooking. That's how I do my eggs. And all you do is just cut them in half and then you remove the yolk. Okay, there's absolutely no green rim, which is very unpleasant. These look great. And you can do this in a food processor if you want to make the filling. If you want it to be extra creamy, you can certainly put it in a food processor. Today, I'm just going to use a potato ricer, and I'll show you how I do that. But let's talk about also the pimento. You can buy pimentos already in a jar. Today, and this is the way I always make pimento cheese, is with roasting a sweet red pepper. And this is very easy to do. You just put this on a tray. You can line it with a piece of foil, spray the outside of your pepper, just a little bit of Pam, and I put it in the oven at 375 degrees, and I rotate it every 10-15 minutes until it's nice and wrinkly like this. You can see how easy this skin is going to come right off, just like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to dice this up. We're going to need about 1/4 of a cup. I have here 6 eggs. This recipe can be doubled very easily. This is just a half a dozen. So we have 6 eggs here. I'm just going to remove the skin from the pepper and the seeds. Let's just get this all diced up, and we'll talk about the other ingredients that you'll need. Cheddar cheese, you can use a nice sharp cheddar cheese, whatever cheese you really like, and 2 nice scallions, and I use both the green and the white part. So you want to also chop your scallion nice and fine as well. Down south, Duke's mayonnaise is definitely the mayonnaise of choice. So today we're going to use the Duke's, but otherwise Hellmann's is a wonderful choice as well. Okay, so I think I have everything. Then we can talk about what we can put on top to garnish our deviled eggs as well. So the first thing we want to do, I'm going to use a potato ricer and just put my egg yolks and pass it through this way. You can mash it with a fork, or as I said, you can even, let's just get it all in. So just pass this through the ricer. That looks great. We're all set with that. Let's start with about 2 tablespoons of the Duke's mayonnaise. And you just really want it to have a nice smooth consistency, and so that it's rich enough. You don't need to overdo it either. Okay, so I'm also going to season with a pinch of diamond kosher salt. So we'll start with that. And I do happen to have white pepper, so I'm going to use it. Otherwise, I would use black pepper, a little pinch of black pepper, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, just a pinch. Okay. Now we're going to be putting the scallion in here as well. So if you want to enhance that onion flavor, you can use a little bit of onion powder also. You don't have to, but it'll just kind of pull out that onion flavor. So I'm going to just use just a pinch of onion powder. And let's first just stir this before we go ahead. I want to make sure that I have enough of the mayonnaise before I fold in the peppers and the scallions. I think I can use a little bit more. So let's just try another half tablespoon. I'm going to put a little bit of hot sauce. This is the Crystal Louisiana hot sauce. So just a couple of drops. Okay. Our scallion. And of course, our cheddar cheese. And you can always add a touch more if you want, but I think this is a good start. And let's put in our red pepper. See how that looks. And just give this a good mix. So here is our filling. Now we have the red pepper, we have the scallion, and we have the cheddar cheese. And you know, I think I'm going to put just a pinch of paprika in here. I have a nice smoky one, so I'm going to add a little bit of that, which I also like. So you want a nice mound. You should have enough filling for all your egg whites. And if you see, I'm using the back of my other spoon to just spoon it in, like so. Now we're going to talk about what we can garnish these with, which we have a few nice choices. So this is kind of a seed crumble. You can take sunflower seeds, benny seeds. It's basically an African sesame seed. However, the benny seeds are a little more flavorful, and they even do have a little hint of bitterness to them. If you cannot find benny seeds, then you can use sesame seeds. So I have here some sunflower seeds, I have some, and all of these I have toasted in a dry pan on top of the stove. This is a small non-stick dry pan, and it's important to toast them separately because they all toast at different times. So you just want to toast them until you can really kind of get that aromatic flavor, the smell. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes, and that's about it. You could also use flax seeds, you could use pumpkin seeds, and you can just do one, or you can make a whole mixture of all different seeds to put on top of the eggs, and it gives it a nice crunch. It's very interesting. Another garnish is more scallion, some of the green tops if you want to slice some green scallion. And of course, would be very nice, whether it's bacon or ham. Here I have some jambon de Bayonne, which is like a prosciutto, and that's about it. Of course, you can do a little fleur de sel, or you can just take a little paprika. So let's just do a little bit of everything and see how it all comes out. I'm going to take a small dish and make a little mixture of all 3 of these seeds that I have already toasted. Here's a nice little mix, and I just took a little bit of each kind, and I'm going to sprinkle them on top of the eggs. I'm going to do some with the prosciutto, or you could do bacon or ham. I also have some chives from the garden, so I think I'm going to put some with chive and scallion. I'm going to take this platter and we can rotate them, do every other one, and just go all the way around. And one there. They look wonderful. So I'll let these chill in the refrigerator, let them set up a little bit, and then they will be ready to serve. See you again soon.